Welcome to Bantu Heritage. My name is Matema Dombo, the man behind Bantu Heritage. Welcome to this episode, which is the final episode on Coventry Transport Museum. If you are coming for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and also go and check the other previous episodes where I have documented the evolution of the transport car museum or the transport museum as it is in Coventry, looking after the history of the transport industry. So today I'll round off the series of Coventry Transport Museum by showing you 3 cars. Those people we call daredevils, those people who want to beat the speed of sound on land. So this is where we are now. So the car you are looking at is one of the cars which was designed and also tested. So I'll walk you through this first car. They call it the Thrust 2. This car was driven on land at supersonic speed, and it was tested in the Black Rock Desert, Nevada, in the United States of America in October 1983. They call it the Thrust 2. So this car you are looking at, it was designed by a guy called Richard Noble. It was built by a team of guys in a factory in the Isle of Wight in the United Kingdom. This car, the aim of them building it, wanted to beat the speed of sound, or to go what we call supersonic speed on the ground. They first tested it in Britain and it did 248.87 miles per hour. That was in 1981. They then took the car to America to test it on an open plane so that they would see if they can achieve the speed they wanted. So the team went back now to a place called Bonneville in 1982, and then now where they wanted to test on the desert they wanted to use to test the car, it rained and they moved from that place, and it says they moved 280 kilometers away to another place where it was dry, just to test the speed of this car. So they then tested the car on that particular day and they reached 650 miles per hour. So in 1983, they went back again to test the car, and they were 3.27 miles higher. They recorded 633 or 633.468 miles per hour. So that was a record they did in 1963. So this car you are looking at, they call it the Thrust 2. It has reached a maximum speed on the ground of 633.468 miles per hour. So it is one of the cars which is competing for top speeds in this industry. So the engines which power this car are from Rolls-Royce. As you know, Rolls-Royce engines are also made to propel and power planes we fly in every day. Yeah, so that is it on thrust 2. I will show you the second car and you will see how fast it went. This is the other monster. This is the other monster with 2 engines. The aim of these guys, is just to outdo each other and clock the fastest speed on land, which they call supersonic speed, trying to beat the speed of sound. So this is the Thrust SS, supersonic speed. It was designed by a guy yeah. This guy called Andy is the one who designed this car after doing his degree in mathematics at Oxford University. He then worked for Royal Air Force and then went into the world of daredevils trying to beat the speed of sound. And they say up to now, he is the guy who has beaten the supersonic speed on land using this car. On October 15, 1997, this car was tested and it reached an astonishing speed of 763.035 miles per hour. And he is the highest speed holder ever done on land. So that guy there who did that only managed 633, but this one did 100 miles more. That is 763.035 miles per hour. And this was achieved in 1987 on October 15th. That's something else. I cannot imagine on the ground going that fast. So yeah, this is the story of this car you are looking at here. It is currently the record holder of fastest speed on the ground. So go and look at the third car, which have also attempted the same thing. You see this guy who beat the speed of sound, look how it is designed at the back, like an aeroplane. Wow. Yeah, so this is the back of that car. Now we have this other third car, which was tested in South Africa. This one was tested in South Africa the idea was to beat, or the idea is to beat the 733 top speed achieved by Andy. But this car, as we speak, it did not reach that speed when it was tested in South Africa. But the potential, or the design it was designed, was to reach the speed of 1,000 miles per hour. But because of funding, the project has been sort of like put on the shelf. And I understand these guys have closed their factory, and the car has been given sanctuary here at Coventry Transport Museum for safekeeping, whilst the team is still working on the project. When funds permitting, the idea is to continue innovation, enhance the engines, and because they say the design is to reach, the aim is to reach 1,000 miles per hour. So it's still work in progress, but these guys have run out of money, because as you can imagine, these are very expensive projects to run. And yeah, so this is it. And also I think the other problem which these projects why these projects run out of money is because it's just that thrill of record breaking, but you can't use any of this innovation or creation on the ground, because you can only go so fast in our roads. You can't go at that speed on our roads today, where other thousands of vehicles are using the same roads. So I think because of that, that is why the race is now in space, whereby people want to go to the moon, people want to go to Mars, and people want to explore the universe. So I think because of that, whoever wants to be a funder will just say, well, this is not worth it, just to fund a project, pour in millions, and then after just few minutes, you beat the speed of sound, and then after that, then what? As you can see, as big as these vehicles are, they can only be driven by one person, and after the thrill, all is done. If you can see even the wheels, how they are not tires, because the tires cannot withstand that high speed on the ground. So this is Bloodhound land speed record. This Bloodhound was put on the ground in South Africa in October 2019, and it clocked a speed of 628 miles per hour. But as I've said earlier, it's designed to clock 1,000, but they've not achieved that yet. So as I've said, according to its history, this is a project which has been shelved because of lack of funding. But the potential of this car is it can reach 1,000 miles per hour. That's why they call it the fastest car, although it has not achieved that yet. But they say if that 1,000 mile mark is achieved, it will then hold the record of the fastest land speed. But this car has got that potential, but unfortunately, it has not been reached yet. So that's why Andy still holds the record, because that record was achieved But this car, although it has potential, it has not yet reached that speed. As you can see there, it's designed to go faster than 1,000 miles per hour. But now, it is still work in progress. So the car is now being kept or being looked after at Coventry Transport Museum. So make a date. If you want to visit, you can come and see this bloodhound car here.
Hello, sweetie. How are we? You're still enjoying yourself? Good.
I'm still enjoying. So yes, thank you very much for walking with me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the Coventry Transport Museum series. Quite a number of series or episodes I have made just to break down, because the museum is quite big, as I've said. And I do hope you will enjoy. And those who live around United Kingdom, around Europe, it's worth to come and visit, because there's a lot to see, and you can see how cars have evolved over the years. Buses, transport hardware, and as I finish off with these car enthusiasts or speed enthusiasts who just want to break sound barrier on the ground. So thank you so much for working with me. So thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to watch all the episodes and see how the transport industry has evolved. Thank you very much for working with me. Subscribe to the channel, share, and let's grow the channel together. Thank you very much. I will see you in other series.